In our show today, the sad tales of crime in South Africa. VW and Toyota on why their cars are targeted. And we discuss hijack awareness. Bagaetsu dumelang and welcome to Consumer Guard, the show that gives consumers a chance to make themselves heard. Today we'll be discussing car hijackings in Mzansi. Now, without wasting much time, let's take a look at some of the sad tales that people have experienced.
There are over 12 million registered vehicles on South African roads, and each year the country loses about 8.5 billion rands due to theft and hijacking. About 57.6% of the stolen vehicles get exported to bordering countries, whilst about 36.4% get stripped for parts. We spoke to a few drivers off the road to find out if they've ever been hijacked and what the experience was like.
No, I didn't ever hijack it.
No, I haven't.
I was hijacked 2 years back, 2015 in Soshanguve. I had gone to drop clients there, I had to wait for them. Unfortunately, I was attacked by 4 guys with a firearm. They pulled me through the back section. I was laying down here. My head was against a pillar that holds the seat. And they were stamping on my head. It was so painful. When I arrived at the scene, at the place where they left me, took off my socks, all the newspaper that I was reading, shoved in my mouth, being pushed by a firearm. I was left there and lucky they kicked me and I lost, I couldn't feel anything. When I woke up, I was just about 500 meters away from the freeway. Lucky, the first car which came, the cops. They stopped me, they asked me, they took me to the police station.
I think I hijack you.
Now I saw hijack a program.
Yes, I have been in a hijacking. The experience was traumatized.
What happened?
Like I was driving from Sansin to Tembisa before that bridge. You know, the bridge that they're building that side. So, and then when I was just caving that side, there was 5 guys. One was standing in front of my car with the gun point. And then 2 was other side, both sides. And then from there, I just take my head just like that, and then I drive. I don't know what happened to that guy, but my mirror was broken.
Recent surveys for households for not reporting vehicle theft crimes is 22.4%, where people solve the crimes themselves. Whilst 54.1% solved it through family, and 23.5% believe the police won't do anything about it. All the people we interviewed that have never been hijacked cited they would rather give the vehicle to thieves than try to maneuver out of the situation.
Yeah, the robbery just come to me. I just give you the keys and left outside the car and go. After that, I just try to go to the police.
I will just give it to the car because my life comes first.
To save my life.
Most vehicle owners often relax when they get closer to home as they consider it a safe haven. Unfortunately, criminals have taken note to strike when you least expect it.
A lot of hijackings happen close to people's homes simply because criminals study driver patterns, which routes they use, what time they arrive and how they enter the yards. It's true that most people relax when they drive around their neighborhood, as they are familiar with the surroundings, and hijackers have taken advantage of that, pouncing on unsuspecting drivers. According to experts, majority of the vehicles are targeted first, and it's very seldom that criminals will hijack a car at the spur of the moment, unless they are in need of a getaway vehicle. However, there are times they will pounce out of the blue should they know that a particular make of car is in demand. Other hijacking trends include the removal of number plates at shopping malls. The would-be hijackers would then try to stop and inform you that you dropped your number plate. They would then take the opportunity to hijack you. There's also been reported incidents where hijackers pose as metro cops, stopping drivers and asking for cool drink, only for them to be hijacked. Thieves are also known to use signal jamming devices after stealing a vehicle, making it difficult for cars fitted with tracking devices to be found. New technology is, however, available to counteract these signal jammers, enabling tracking companies to detect if a device has been jammed.
Car hijacking has increased at an alarming rate in our country, with the best-selling car being one of the most hijacked.
According to the South African Police Service, hijacking in South Africa has increased by 14.9% between April of 2016 and December 2016. The stat cites that 12,743 vehicles were hijacked within that time, compared to 11,086 during the same period in 2015. The average cars stolen on a monthly basis is currently 1,415. If you compare the stats between 2005 and 2016, only 150,535 vehicles were stolen during that time, giving an average of 1,045 cars per month. It is also reported that 81% of the hijacking in South Africa occur mainly in the Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal and the Western Cape province. The other 19% is in the other smaller provinces. It is also said that most hijackings occur between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., as well as between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. When it comes to the most hijacked cars in South Africa, sitting in top spots is the previous models of the Toyota Hilux and Fortuner, as well as the Polo Vivo. We contacted Toyota South Africa and asked for a comment regarding the high number of hijackings their vehicles experience. In response, they said, Toyota South Africa can now confirm, based on direct feedback from the insurance industry, that since the introduction of the latest generation Hilux launched in January of 2016 and the Fortuner debuted April 2016, theft of these models is now negligible. They also mentioned that in their latest VSS vehicle security system rating used by insurance companies to assess the level of theft risk of the aforementioned vehicles, both are rated as far less likely to be stolen than their predecessors, which are the early generation models. VW South Africa, in response to our questions, said they are saddened that the Polo Vivo is targeted by criminals and felt the issue needs to be addressed by effective policing. The company also mentioned that their Vehicle Academy offers a hijacking prevention course where one can learn techniques, ways of escaping and surviving an attempted hijack.
It's time for us to take a short break. When we return, we take a look at what should one do during a hijacking. Plus, South Africans share their thoughts on crime. Stay tuned. Bye.